Blessings, 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 beloved. I am Mama Pam, aka Pamela Dobson, and I do read, beloved, 7 minutes every day, so you do not have to read. This is for the Smurf and TikTok family. I am not at home, but I'm still reading the pre-reads. So today's read is for Friday, August the 12th, 2022, Exodus the 26th chapter, verses 14 through 37, and the 27th chapter. Exodus 27:8 reads, Hollow with boards shalt thou make it, as it was shewed thee in the mount, so shall they make it. So God showed all this, what he's telling him to do, he's already shown him. That is amazing. We will be reading from the King James Version of the Word of God. Exodus the 20. Oh, I didn't start start my timer yet. Reading from Exodus 14th chapter, the 26th chapter, 14 verses, and it reads, And thou shalt make coverings for the tent of ram's skins dyed red, and a covering above the badger's skins. And thou shalt make boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood, standing up. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and a cubit and a half shall be the breadth of one board. 2 tinions shall there be in one board, set in order one against another. Thus shalt thou make for all the boards of the tabernacle. And thou shalt make the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards on the south side southward. And thou shalt make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tinions, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tinions. And for the second side of the tabernacle, on the north side, there shall be 20 boards, and there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And the first side of the tabernacle westward thou shalt make 6 boards, and 2 boards shalt thou make for the corner of the tabernacle in the sides, and they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above. The head of it unto one ring, thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. And they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And thou shalt make bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 boards for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle for the 2 sides westward. And the middle bar in the midst of the board shall reach from end to end. And thou shalt overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for places for the bars. And thou shalt overlay the bars with gold. And thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was shewed thee in the mount. And thou shalt make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet, and fine twined linen of cunning work. The cherubims shall it be made. And thou shalt hang it upon 4 pillars of shittim wood, overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold upon the 4 sockets of silver. And thou shalt hang up the veil under the taches, that thou mayest bring in thither within the veil the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. And thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. And thou shalt set the table without the veil, and the candles over against the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. And thou shalt put the table on the north side. And thou shalt make a hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet, and fine twined linen wrought with needlework. And thou shalt make for the hanging 5 pillars of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And their hooks shall be of gold, and thou shalt cast 5 sockets of brass for them. Chapter 27. And thou shalt make an altar of shittim wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 80, and the height thereof shall be 3 cubits. And thou shalt make the horns of it upon the 4 corners thereof. His horn shall be of the same, and thou shalt overlay it with brass. And thou shalt make his pans to receive his ashes, and his shovels, and his basins, and his flesh hook, and his fire pans, all the vessels thereof thou shalt make of brass. And thou shalt make for it a grate of network of brass, and upon the net shalt thou make 4 brazen rings in the 4 corners thereof. And thou shalt put it under the compass of the altar beneath, that the net may be even to the midst of the altar. And thou shalt make staves for the altar, staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with brass. And the stave shall be put into the rings, and the stave shall be put upon the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. Hollow with boards shall thou make it. As it was showed thee in the mount, so shall they make it. And thou shalt make the court of the tabernacle for the south side southward. Thou shalt be hangings for the court of fine twined linen, of 100 cubits long for 1 day. And the 20 pillars thereof, and their 20 sockets shall be of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. And likewise, for the north side and length, there shall be hangings of 100 cubits long, and his 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of brass, the hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the breadth of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. And the breadth of the court of the east side eastward shall be 50 cubits. The hangings of one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits, the pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And on the other side shall be hangings 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the gate of the court shall be a hanging of 20 cubits of blue and purple and scarlet, and fine twined linen wrought with needlework, and their pillars shall be 4, and their sockets 4. And the pillars round about the court shall be filleted with silver, their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of brass. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the breadth 50, everywhere, and the height 5 cubits of fine twined linen, and their sockets of brass. And all the vessels of the tabernacle, and all the service thereof, and all the pins thereof, and all the pins of the court shall be of brass. And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring their pure olive oil beaten for the light, to cause the light to burn always in the tabernacle of the congregation without the veil, which is before the testimony. Aaron and his sons shall order it from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever unto their generations on the behalf of the children of Israel. May the Lord add a blessing to you, the hearer, and me, the reader of this precious and sacred word of God. We are SMRF, 7-Minute Read Family, 7-Minute Read Followers, just 7-minute read faithful folk. And I do read 7 minutes every day, so you do not have to read. We are out of town right now, but we will be home soon. Nonetheless, I will continue to read, continue to look for the reads every day, Lord willing, because I'm busy. Now, I have a way for you to give a donation to the ministry. You can go to $MamaPam23 to paypal.me/Pamela Dobson. And I have a Zelle, Pamela Dobson 0723 @gmail.com. This is specifically for Mackenzie Scott Jewett, aka Bezo. Mackenzie, I am looking for $7 million to start a transitional home here in Texas for underprivileged girls of color like myself. I would like to have girls 18 and under who have possibly been human trafficked, and or little girls under 18 that are pregnant and or with child. I will love them, nurture them, teach them, instruct them in the ways of God, how to be successful women in society today. God bless you. Looking forward for hearing from you soon, Miss Mackenzie. TikTok, I am looking at the clock. It is tick-tocking on by, so I must stop. I love you. I am Mama Pam, I am, and I do like green eggs and ham.